Soumili. Everyone, good afternoon. So let's start from the first one, that is your practical for today. That one is the pedigree analysis. Okay, the chart that you can see that two pedigree are comes under on your syllabus. First one is the rolling of tongue and second one is the color blindness. Okay, so first one, what is pedigree? Pedigree actually one type of diagrammatic chart of family tree where some genetic faults, some genetic disorders are comes under, and you can show them and see them, or you can analyze them from this pedigree chart. If there is some genetic disorder are present in any family and that inheritances from one generation to another generation, you can show them by the, and you can identify them by this pedigree charts. Okay, this is one type of diagrammatic pictures of the family tree which are the carriers or which have the genetic disorders. Okay, so what is pedigree? A record of inheritance, a record of inheritance of certain genetic traits for two or more generation presented in the form of a diagram or family tree. Okay, so this is the actually the definition of the pedigree, a record of the inheritance of certain genetic traits for two or more generations presented in the form of a diagram of family tree. So when you analyze any type of pedigree, there is some symbol must be present, and from this symbol you can identify which one is the parent, which one is the children, which one affected, which one carrier. Okay, so according to these symbols you have to analyze that, and you can analyze that the what is the generation and how the generation after generation this disease spread. Okay, so let's see what are the symbols in the pedigree. Different shapes are present, geometrical different shapes are present, and they can identify as the male, female, children, this type of structures. Okay, so first one, when you can see any type of square, that is called male. Okay, square structure represent the male. When you see the circle, that is female. When you see this type of structure, that one is the sex unspecified, male or female you don't know, sex unspecified. Okay, and when you see these type three structures are filled with color, or there is some design present in between this type of structure, that means they are affected. Okay, these type of designs and filled with the color that differentiate from the affected ones from the normals one. Okay, that is the affected individuals. Okay, these are the main four structure, that is the square, circle, and this type of the structure, geometrical structure, and you can see the another three the same structure but they are filled with the color. Now when you see that the circle and the square are joined by a single line, that means they are couple. Actually they are married. Okay, you can say them mating. This structure is called mating. When you see that these two structure but they are joined by two lines, that is known as the married but in between the relatives. That is mating between relatives. Okay, and when you see that this type of parents are present on the above and there is same another structure is present in the below, that means parents and children. Okay, there is one circle and one square is present, and just below that there is one circle and one square is present. That means the above are the parents and the lower portion is the children's. Okay, parents above and children's below. Children's below. Okay, now parents are present but below children's are colored. Okay, parents are present but there is the structure, there is one children, male children. You know that this square is represented as male, so this is the field with the color. So this means these children are, means the father and mothers are carrier, but there is no dominant genes are present, so that's why they are not, so they are this disease, but these both are dominant are present in the children, so that's why they can show the disease. So this one is the parents, this one male child, affected male child. Okay, male child affected. If there is this square like structures are present but there is 5 is written, then means 5 unaffected offspring. Okay, this means there is 5 unaffected offspring. That's maybe sex unspecified, they may be girls, they may be boys, but they are unaffected. 5 children unaffected. When you can see that there is one circle, there is a small circle in between, or there is a circle but there is a cross line in between. If there is a circle but the half of the portion is filled with the color or any type of the design, then you can see that they are carrier. Okay, the genes, the genetic genes are present in between them, but due to the recessive or due to there is no dominance are not present, so that's why they cannot show their characteristics. That is carrier. And there is, if there is some this type of structure is present but they are one line in the corner, that means they are died. Okay, after that there is no generation are present, they are died, that is deceased. Next one, if there is one line and there is just one circle and that is filled with the color, that means still death. Okay, and next, if there is one line and there is two circle or two male, or there is one male and one female is present, that means they are twins. If there is the same structure is present, this type of structure, they are offsprings but they are twins. Okay, that is twin. So these are the different types of symbol. By this you can identify the different characteristics in one type of pedigree. Okay, Next, you know that there is the two type of pedigree you have to analyze. That one is the rolling of tongue and second one is the color blindness. There is actually genetic disorder 5 types. You just remind the name, no need to remind all these things because these two comes under which genetic disorder I will tell you later. So first you have to know that pedigree analysis, that is genetic disorder, is the 5 types. Okay, that is autosomal, dominant. Dominant means you know that if there is the large and if there is the small are present, you know that this large capital word is known as the dominant and the small letter is known as the recessive. Autosomal dominant means these dominants are only affected, not the recessive. Okay, this is. Next one, autosomal recessive. This is autosomal recessive, means recessive genes are affected, not dominant genes. Next one, X-linked, sex-linked dominant or X-linked dominant. Okay, both are correct. X or sex-linked dominant. Next one is the X or sex-linked recessive. Only X, that is the X, these X genes are affected. So that's why it is called, because you know that our sex chromosome, that is X and Y, X linked means only X dominant or maybe recessive, both are affected. Okay, X linked recessive. And another one, that is Y linked, because you know that male only have one, that is Y linked trait, that is Y linked trait, not recessive, not dominant. Okay, these 5 types genetic disorder you can find in any types of human's body or any type of genetic disorders. Okay, but we have to know about only 2 types, because that one is the rolling of tongue and second one is the color blindness. Okay, and rolling of tongue comes under the homozygous and heterozygous dominant. Okay, that's mean it is autosomal dominant. Rolling of tongue comes under the autosomal dominant, means either these 2 capital letter affected or either if in these 2 form genes are present, they are affected. If there is small forms are present, they are not affected. They are not able to roll the tongue. Rolling of tongue means the front part of the tongue you can move just like a U shaped. Okay, not they are all are not able to do that. You can try in your home, but you can see that if you have the ability, that means you have the autosomal dominant trait. This is not disease. Okay, and maybe there is that 2 autosomal dominant genes are present. If you are not able, so that means that is recessive genes are present in your body. Okay, and color blindness, that is sex linked recessive. Okay, sex linked recessive comes under the color blindness. Okay, so let's see what is the characteristics of the autosomal dominance. Autosomal dominant, that one is the rolling of tongue, comes under the autosomal dominant. Autosomal dominant have this type of characteristics. That is appears in both sex when it is autosome, that is male and females both similarly affected. If there is affected 2 males are present, there must be affected two females are present. If there is sex links, either male is more affected or the female is more affected. When you can see that one type of pedigree chart, there is male and female similar, just almost, you can blindly you can say that it is the autosomal. You don't know that is dominant or recessive. You can say that this is autosomal. Okay. So first one appears in both sexes with equal frequency. Okay. Second characteristics, affected children must have affected parents. If there is any type of affected children are present, there must be an affected parents are present, either male either female, must be one parents must be affected. Okay, this is the characteristics of the, when you see the pedigree chart, when you see that there is a children are affected, so you can see that first you can see that parents affected or not. Okay. Affected children must have an affected parents. Third one, heterozygous are affected because there is a dominant letter is present, so obviously heterozygous means the genes are not same. Heterozygous, one is capital, one is small. Heterozygous that is this type of form are affected. So remind, actually this type of characteristic appears in both sexes with equal frequency. Affected children must have an affected parents. Heterozygous are affected. Okay. And the last one, you just remind that because you know that affected parents must have affected children, just like that unaffected parents don't have any type of the affected children. This is the main characteristics of the autosomal. First one, autosomal means male and female both equal frequency that will be affected, and if there is any type of affected children is present, there must be one parent must be affected. Okay. Unaffected parents don't have any type of unaffected children, affected children. Okay. So two unaffected parents will not have affected children. Okay. So these are the main characteristics of the autosomal dominance. If I give you one example of the autosomal dominance, you can see clearly that I will tell you later about the rolling of tongue and the color blindness. You just first follow that structure. If there is one parents, there is this father is affected because it is male, it is affected. You can see that there is trait are present different. So if there is any this type of pedigree chart is present, first it is autosomal dominant means you can see from that picture unaffected parents have unaffected children. This is the most important characteristics of the autosomal dominant. Okay. Next, you can see affected children must have one affected parents. If there is any type of affected children are present, obviously there may be one parents affected. Male and female both are similarly affected. 2 male, 2 female, you can see that there is there. So almost 2, 3 may be vary 1 and 2, but most of them are similar in structures. Okay, number male and females both are equally affected. So this is the autosomal dominant. Clear everyone? This one is the autosomal dominant. Remember that unaffected parents are unaffected children and affected parents are affected children. Okay. Next, that is sex-linked dominant. Sex-linked recessive, sorry. Color blindness is the sex-linked recessive. What is the characteristics of the sex-linked recessive? Just like the sex-linked recessive, first, more males than the female are affected. This one is the sex-linked, either females are more affected or males are more affected. In sex-linked recessives, males are more affected than the female. Okay, males are more affected than the females. Second one, skip of generation. In autosomal recessive, each generation must have one type of affected parents or affected children each generation, but there is generation skipping occur in the sex linked. One generation don't have any type of affected genes. Okay, skip the generation because it is recessive. Dominant never skip the generation, but recessive skip the generation, because which generation is skip this disease or don't show the symptoms of the disease, that means there is the disease are present but in the recessive form. Actually they are carrier. Okay, recessive obviously skip the generation, but dominant never skip the generation. Skip the generation. Approximately half of a carrier mother's son are affected. Most of the mothers are carrier and sons are affected, so that's why you can see that there is the male is more affected than the female. Mothers are carrier, so genes are present in the recessive form, they don't show their effectiveness on the diagram, but the males show their disease, genetic disorders. So males are more affected than the females. Skip the generation, obviously they skip the generation. Approximately half of the carrier mother sons are affected. Okay, when sons are affected, mothers are carrier, and when, because it is sex linked, and when daughters are affected, there is fathers are carrier. This is the unique features of the recessive and sex linked, not recessive or dominant. Recessive and dominant means they never skip the generation, recessive means they skip the generation. But when the autosomal and X linked, autosomal means male and female both are almost equally affected, but when sex linked, either females more affected, either males more affected. Okay, never passed from father to son, always mother to son, father to daughter in sex linked. Remind that, mother to son, father to daughter, this is called criss-cross pattern. Okay, always if son is affected, that means mothers are carrier, if daughter is affected, that is fathers are carrier. Okay, so that is called criss-cross pattern. Never passed from father to son. All daughter of affected fathers are carrier. So criss-cross pattern. Okay, so cross pattern. This is the characteristics of the sex-linked recessive. So let's see one example. Sex-linked recessive. So there is father is affected first. Obviously, who will be affected? That one is the daughter. There is mother is carrier, but that is sex links. So that's why recessive. So generation skipping must be occur. You can see that here is father is affected, so there must be daughters are carrier or affected. Here there is that one is the recessive, that's why this generation is skipping. There is no affected children are present. Next generation, as the mother is carrier, the son must be affected because there is fathers are not carrier, because there is the father is carrier, so never gone from father to son. So all sons are unaffected. So when the sons are unaffected, there must be mothers are affected, and when mothers are affected, in the next generation all sons are male are affected. You can see that there is no female is affected, okay, and half of the affected mothers has the half of the affected sons, okay. Clear everyone? So this is up to for the today. We'll continue in my next video. That one is the color blindness and the rolling of tongue. These three is the most, two is the most important. But first clear the concept about the sex-linked dominance and sex-linked recessive. Okay, remind that. And the color blindness is coming under the sex-linked recessive, and the rolling of tongue is coming under the sex-linked dominant. Okay, bye everyone.